Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Collegian Sports Hot Seat. I'm Rholdon.
And I'm Damon Wright.
Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I
Two
talk
for
it.
two on the end. I love it.
Walk it like I talk it. Walk it
Coach
like I
is one of the
talk it.
greatest coaches we
Walk it
have.
like I talk it. Hey, walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Collegian Sports Hot Seat. I'm Rholdon.
And I'm Damon Wright.
We have a very special guest today, the Mississippi College power forward, a big junior, Mr. Brandon Boston. How you doing today, Brandon?
I'm doing good. How are y'all? Thank y'all for having me.
Good, man.
We're doing all right. I'm doing okay. But anyways, we're going to talk about the Choctaws so far in sports. The Mississippi College football team just hired a new defensive coordinator, Tony Gilbert from Stephen S. Austin. Coach Gilbert also coached with Coach Bland at Southern Arkansas in the late 1990s. Damon, what do you think that Coach Gilbert's going to bring to Choctaw's defense?
Well, he's going to bring something that we've been missing, and that's genuinely powerful and fast defense. We had a meeting yesterday, and the schemes that he's drawn up, and just the first day, we can already tell that the schemes is definitely going to help the defense. And on top of that, he's just a great person. He's a great guy, and I know you interviewed him. He's just a great guy.
His personality is just contagious.
And he wants to win. That's the other thing. That's the biggest thing. Inside the baseball team is currently inside their preseason. They will kick off the 2019 campaign February 2nd at Harding University for a 3-game series. The Choctaws are coming off of a successful season where they were crowned the GSC champions. And inside the preseason polls for the conference, the Choctaws were ranked number 1 and chosen to repeat as GSC champions. Corey, getting the success is easy, but maintaining it is the tough part. What do the Choctaws need to do to maintain the success that they started last season?
If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. So you cannot stay the same. I believe that the Choctaws spent this offseason getting better with Coach Shu in the weight room and practicing. They got a lot of guys returning, so another year under the belt with experience. I believe that they can repeat as champions, but that is the hardest thing to do in sports. Now on to the courts, where the men's and women's basketball teams have been struggling lately. The women's basketball team is currently 6-10, 2-8 in GSC play, while the men's team is 4-11, 1-9 in GSC play, and lost their last 8 straight games. Both teams fought hard last night against Elite University, but they struggled at the end of the games. Damon, what does the basketball team need to do to kind of turn their seasons around?
I know it's been tough going, but Coach Lofton and Coach Duke know how to motivate their players, and they know how to get them all around one central goal. And I believe that down this stretch, they're going to play as hard as they can. I think they're going to turn things around. The men's and women's track and field teams competed at the Sanford January Open. No results were posted, but you can go to gochoctaws.com and see the recap of the event. The men's and women's teams will be back in action on February 2nd as they travel and compete inside the Sewanee Tiger Invitational.
That's it for your Choctaw Review. Now a word with our sponsor, 303 Jefferson.
Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Diamonds on my wrist, they drippin', ice. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Diamonds on my wrist, they drippin', ice.
Tired of the cab?
Take a walk down Brick Street to 303 Jefferson.
Open 6 days a week. Welcome back. So, Brandon, what inspired you to play basketball? Was it always your first sport?
Yeah, it was my first sport. Along with I played football when I was probably the same age I started playing basketball. My dad played in college, and ever since then he put a ball in my hands, and the rest was history.
Where did your dad play?
I played at Xavier in New Orleans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a nice gym.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice gym.
How did you end up here at Mississippi College?
Coach Lofton, and I really didn't get too much recruitment when I was in high school. And Coach Lofton and Mike Jones, they came to my game and showed me a lot of love. And then I came on a visit, and I just felt it was the right place for me.
What would you say your strengths are as a basketball player?
Mid-range, like my mid-range jumper. I feel like operating in the 15-foot area, just getting to the cup, surveying the floor, stuff like that. I feel like I have a pretty good basketball IQ, and I think I know how to play the game. So
You remind me a lot of, David West.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little 15.
for sure.
Who is one person in your life that you draw inspiration from?
Probably my dad. He's always giving me good advice and things like that. Always pushing me to work hard, making me stay on top of my grades and stuff like that. Just seeing him get up and go to work early in the morning and come home late at night, see how much work he puts in to make sure that me and my family are straight or good. It's just inspiring, very inspiring to me.
So you went to Pearl, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about the Pearl-Brandon rivalry?
It's
somebody who's not from here.
It's the biggest rivalry in the state. Every year, I think we draw like the most in attendance for the football games, basketball games as well. And when I was in high school, it was always a battle, always football and basketball. Basketball, we beat them in the playoffs. Football, I think we beat them in the playoffs. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's always a battle every time.
Seems like y'all dominating lately, huh?
For sure, for sure.
What are some things that you like to see the team improve down the stretch of this season?
I would like to see more of in practice, we've been putting emphasis on defense, and I just think that we need to have a better sense of team, working together, having each other's back and stuff like that. I feel like if we do that, I feel like we have a good chance to turn the season around.
So in the NBA, every time a player scores, they play a theme song. So say when Drew Holiday scores, they play Holiday by Madonna. What would your song be?
Theme song?
Yeah, it has to kind of fit with your name.
Has to fit with my name?
Yeah, so Boston, what I was thinking was More Than a Feeling by the band Boston.
Wow. I've actually never heard that song, but I'm pretty sure if I heard it, it'll probably bring it to memory. But
if it was you?
If I had to pick a song, just a random song?
Any song.
My favorite? Okay. I would say Young Thug, Best Friend.
That's my best friend. Go
for
best
sure.
friend.
For sure. Most definitely.
If you could go back in time and play any one game over again, which game would you go back and play?
Oh, man.
Probably the one from last night. Yeah, probably the one from last night. I feel like we definitely could have had that game. Probably just because it's the freshest one in my mind. But yeah, probably last night.
I'll go back to Sunday.
You weren't playing.
Still. So, Brandon, when you're out in a basketball court right before a game, what do you have to do mentally and physically to get ready for a game?
I'll start physically, just going to see the trainer, Jacob. He does a good job of making sure my body's ready, stretching me out, things like that, getting hydrated before the game. I usually have a snack or something, probably some Mike and Ike's or something like that, or eat a Lunchable or something quick before the game, nothing too heavy. And mentally, just listening to my normal playlist before the game, just getting in the zone, blocking everything out, and yeah.
Who's your playlist consist?
My playlist, pregame playlist, a little bit of Jay-Z, Dave East, Young Thug, of course, and Drake. Can't have a playlist without Drake, man.
Can't. So the NBA All-Star starters were released just yesterday. What are your thoughts on the starters, and do you think anybody was snubbed?
I personally don't think. I think it was a good list yesterday. I think the starters, personally, I believe that LeBron is the best player ever. So the fact that he can, the fact that he can not play and still make the starters is even though it's based on fan votes, I believe that's incredible. So, yeah.
Anybody snubbed?
Yeah, there's somebody who averages 29, 13, 5 assists, and 3 blocks. So snubbed.
I mean,
putting up probably the greatest.
He's still gonna be a starter.
Huh?
He's still gonna be a starter, or not? He's gonna be on.
29, 13.
But
5.
You got to look at who are you going to take out of the starter?
Paul George. Look at Paul George's stats compared to his stats. Look at KD's stats compared to his stats.
But you got to think though, it's based on fan voting, so it's not that.
Yeah, fans also wanted Dwayne Wade to go in. Luka
Sure.
Doncic.
I'm not that big of a D-Wade fan, so
I love
would say
D-Wade,
you could probably.
but D-Wade's been out of his prime for 10 years now.
That's a fact.
Luka Doncic is 19 years old on
That's a
the
fact.
Dallas Mavericks.
But you gotta look at
balling,
what
though.
he's
He
definitely an
balling.
all-star though.
He's
balling.
He's a fringe all-star.
Whoa, he's definitely an all-star.
I don't think so.
He's definitely an
So
all-star.
anyway, going on to a different topic. Who is the best basketball player you played against?
The best basketball player I've played against? Ooh. Probably Malik Newman in high school. Definitely Malik Newman in high school.
How so? What made him difficult to play against?
He could pull up from anywhere. Like, as soon as he steps across half court, he's jacking.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I was
pretty
shocked he
difficult to
didn't get drafted
Yeah, I was shocked.
because he
too.
played really well in the tournament for Kansas.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, that was my toughest matchup. For real.
If you could have a all-time starting five, which five players would you choose?
This is tough. I would say first LeBron. I would go for my shooting guard. I'd probably say Kobe. For my point guard, I'd probably say Kyrie. My center, I gotta go with Shaq, and I'll put Witt at the 4.
You're not putting. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Let's go. I'm gonna say my lineup, right?
Okay. All right.
I'll put LeBron
Who? Anthony
at
Davis,
point.
Drew
No,
Holiday.
I'll put LeBron.
Exactly, right.
LeBron would be at point.
Okay.
The greatest of all time would be at shooting guard.
So you got LeBron at point and shooting guard?
No, I have Michael Jordan at shooting guard.
Wow.
I'll have Larry Bird at small forward.
Okay.
Yeah, I have somebody who can actually shoot the ball.
Okay.
All right. And then power forward. Ooh. Well, center I have Shaq. Power forward. You know, we gotta have somebody with fundamentals. So we gotta get Tim Duncan.
Wow. Okay.
Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
That'd be a great defensive team too.
That would be.
Except LeBron.
Who'd you coach
Whoa.
me? Who'd you coach me?
Who would my coach be?
Popovich.
Pat Riley, man. I gotta go with Pat Riley.
Pat
man.
Riley.
Yeah, Popovich.
He got my guy the ring, so I gotta go with Pat.
What about you, Dan? Who you got?
Okay. Obviously, Jordan at the shooting guard, LeBron at small forward, Shaq center, power forward. See, I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know. Point guard.
You need shooters, man. You have no shooters on your team.
Yeah, but I mean inside.
Yeah.
Inside, I got Duncan.
I'll take Tim Duncan, and then I need a shooter.
You,
I'm not
you
gonna say
put
Steph.
Curry
I
at
ain't gonna say
point,
Steph.
yeah.
I mean, I could say Steph. I don't know.
Hey, Curry would be my sixth man. Just come off the bench.
Whoa.
That's true.
All right, so Brandon, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
Hopefully an accountant and a successful firm. I'm studying accounting now. I'm not sure if I want to go get my master's or not yet, but for sure, accounting.
Mm-hmm. And what does the future hold for Mississippi College men's basketball?
Hopefully a lot more wins than we've had in the past. I feel like we're on the verge of taking that step. I mean, most of our games haven't been, blowouts or anything like that. But even though we've had some, but I feel like just getting over that hump, I feel like we could take it to the next level. Especially with these next 2 years, I feel like we can definitely get there.
Well, that's it for this segment of the Collegian Sports Hot Seat, our interview with Brandon Boston. Brandon, it was fun.
Thank y'all for having me, man. Appreciate it.